with the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge, which was started by Ethany. I'm doing days 4 through 9. So the first question from day number 4 was, what are your top 5 tarot books? Now, these are not necessarily books that came out in 2016, but just books that I worked with and enjoyed during 2016. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Phantasmagoria, which comes with the Tarot of the Vampires. This is my only guidebook that's included in this list, and it is just a great all-around book. As far as the guidebook is great, but then it also contains a lot of just general tarot information, things like, you know, correspondences astrologically and with the Kabbalah and all this. So it's a very good, well-written, well-thought-out guidebook. The next one on my list is a pretty simple one, great for beginners, I think. It's called the Tarot Bible. It's a really cute little book. It's got great, you know, pictures and graphics. They've even got all sorts, they've got, you know, just besides pages for each card and explaining about that, they have all sorts of different spreads in here. So it really kind of gets your juices flowing as far as spreads and things, how you can work with the cards. So it's a lot more than just, here's what this means. So I like this book, and I think it would be good for beginners. Another good book for beginners, I think, and one that I worked with a little bit this year, not so much like for me, but just recommending it to people, is The Complete Idiot's Guide to the Tarot. Again, a great book for beginners. Lots of information in here about each card, upright meanings, reversed, the imagery in each of the cards. It's just a good book. These books are always easy to read and very informative. The next 2 books on my list are not beginners books. The first is 78 Degrees of Wisdom, which is a classic, and I'm really glad I picked it up and got it. It's just really, really great about going in depth with the symbolism of the tarot, so I really appreciate this book. I think this is, when was this written? 1980, so it goes way back. It's been around for a while for a reason. And then the next book I have, which I have not finished reading and is just amazing, is Holistic Tarot, probably my favorite tarot book. This book is like the Tarot Bible. It's just amazing, so much information. I can't say enough about this. As always, Benebell Wen is extremely thorough, from card meanings to reading spreads to correspondences with feng shui. All sorts of amazing things about the tarot. It's just an amazing book. So I highly recommend it. It's not one you're going to sit down and read all at once, but it's like a reference book that you keep coming back to. So that's my top 5 for books. The next question was, what card stalked you for 2016? I don't think any card in particular stalked me, but my card for the year last year was Temperance. We're in the green, which is the she. So it was all about finding balance and being able to combine and mix things and being patient, which was a big lesson, you know, for 2016. For 2017, my card is the Lovers. So again, balance, but this time it's about making choices from the heart and finding that balance between your heart and your head and making choices that sometimes aren't always easy to make. So it should make for an interesting year. But I wouldn't say any particular card stalked me. It just, whenever Temperance came up, because it was my card for the year, I really noticed it. So I would say that for that question. A tarot deck I crossed off my wish list. The Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Now, when that question comes up, I always think like, oh, it's got to be this old deck that you've wanted forever. But this deck, ever since it was announced that there was going to be one, I had my eye on it because I really love her artwork. I love the Messenger Oracle. I think that I just thought like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I saw some of the images and I thought this is going to be a great deck. And it was. This whole deck and even just the packaging, the box and the book that comes with it is so thoughtful for the system. I should have actually included this guidebook into my top 5 because for its system, it is amazing. She does something a little different with tarot, but still keeps the spirit of it. And I just think it's an amazing deck. And I was really glad to get this year. My hardest working deck this past year, there was a couple, but I think one of them was the Greenwich Tarot. I used this a lot this spring and this summer reading for people, and people love the imagery. It's very comforting, it's very nourishing, it's very summery. It's pagany, but it doesn't turn off people who aren't pagan. It's just this beautiful, delightful, welcoming deck. And so I would say that's my hardest looking deck for this past year. The next question was, what are your top 5 decks on your wish list? So first on my wish list, and I've already pre-ordered, is The Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. Now, the title's a little odd. However, I really love her decks, her oracle decks, so I'm curious to see what a tarot deck by her looks like. So I've got on my list. I'm crossing my fingers it's going to be good. If it's as good as the Wisdom of the Oracle, I'll be happy. So I'm kind of like hoping it's going to be good. The other one I have is the Everyday Witch Tarot, which makes me very much think of the Greenwich Tarot. I saw some of the pictures online. Some people have received theirs already. I'm trying not to look at any reviews, but the pictures look really good, and I think it'll be another really good summertime fun kind of deck. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Other than those two, though, I don't really have any others on my wish list right now. There has been, I've seen kind of on the fence with the Star Tarot, which is coming out soon. I haven't seen enough images to really go, yes, this is a deck I want, but I am keeping it in the back of my mind. And another one I'm keeping in the back of my mind is the Modern Spellcasters Tarot, which did come out, but I've heard mixed reviews. Some people really love it and other people don't, so I'm kind of on the fence about it, but we'll see how that goes. I guess that's 4, 2 definites and 1 and 2 maybes. But that's all I have right now. I'm sure as I watch other people's videos, if their wish lists, I'll be like, oh yes, I definitely need that one. So yeah, that's my list and those are my answers. I'll see you all next week. Let me know. I'd love to hear, even if you're not making a video, which ones are on your wish list, which deck you worked the most with this year. Love hearing all that stuff. So let me know, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.